Morning Tigers, Mr. Sangas here, back with our final senior exit interview of the year, and I'm joined by Alec Hall. Alec, thank you for joining me today.
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead and jump right into it.
Okay.
So, the last day for seniors was May 10th. It is now May 23rd.
Well,
what are you still doing here?
I mean, look, I had to make Sangas movie. Okay, I couldn't do that like remote from home. I had to be here to make that.
And you've been working hard on that.
Yes, I have.
I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
Nah,
I'm just trying to inform our audience, what
that I'm loitering on campus.
All right, so for my next question, Alec, is there a particular segment this year that you've worked on that you would say was your favorite?
Well, not talking about segments, I just want to talk, briefly about my favorite projects this year. The Christmas special, I thought was a lot of fun to work on. I thought that was great. And Sangas movie, which we just did, I'm super proud of. I think it's awesome. And if you haven't watched it yet, you should. I'm looking at the right camera, right?
Yeah, it'll be linked right up here.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay, continue.
But my favorite segments, it changes all the time, but I think right now it's probably a tie between the Zephyr Hills water ad, where I'm chugging and you're nodding, and then Dylan and Steven get electrocuted.
Yes.
And then the Tattletales, which I wish I could just do a whole show about the Tattletales.
Yeah.
I think that's a great premise.
Absolutely.
And I really like that one.
That definitely turned out great. For my next question, I've had to say no to a lot of your ideas this year, unfortunately, whether they just weren't appropriate or whatever the case may be. If I could have given you permission to just air one of them, what would it have been?
We did a segment that was like an intro where TJ went digging around the cabinets and he found some expired food, and he ate the expired food and it got very psychedelic.
What advice would you give to aspiring students looking to take the On the Prowl class?
Well, the thing with On the Prowl, and I mean this in the best way possible, don't get me wrong, but it's the way you kind of run the course is very kind of like laissez-faire. It's sort of like, this is what needs to get done, so somebody, and just you leave it to us to figure out how to do it. And in that kind of environment, I think the person who thrives is just the person who's going to work the hardest. I mean, when you leave it out in the open for anyone to grab, the guy who's there the most is going to succeed the most. I have had, I think 60 or 80 sketches of mine air just because I was making them.
Yeah.
It's all about who comes in and who does the work and who's willing to stay the longest and who's willing to put the most effort in.
All right, Alec, last and final question for you. What are you going to miss most about this class?
Having a reason to get up in the morning, I think, is a big one. No, seriously, I enjoyed working on this show so much. It was a lot of fun. I've done my own, kind of internet show before, and my own short films and stuff. But that was me by myself in my room. Sometimes my brother would help out. But you've given me the opportunity to work with a group of 20 people that, for the most part, all want to really be there and hang out, and it's so great to have that collaborative experience. And it's just been so much fun, it's stressful. It's super stressful because you care about putting out a good show, and it's hard to put out 3 good shows a week. But the thing is, if you truly love this job, it's not work. It's the best. It really is.
Absolutely. Well, Alec, thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure. You're going to be sorely missed next year, and as far as I'm concerned, you've raised the bar for what On the Prowl is, and what On the Prowl is going to be in the future. And
thank you.
I wish you the best of luck, and thank you very much for all your hard work this year. It certainly has not gone unnoticed.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up here for us in the senior exit interviews for the year. Another shout out to all my seniors who've done such a great job this year and in the years past on my program. I hope that you've had a great time, or at least as good of a time as I have. Thank you, Alec, for blowing your nose in the middle of my rap. And
well, I asked for those tissues 20 minutes ago, but Steven decided to take his sweet time giving them to me.
Steven. Cut the cameras. See you guys.